in today's show. And very huge post over here. Credit is given to Crush Fud Not Bud. It's going to be a very long post, but very informational as well. Let's take a look and see what this is all about. So Safemoon, China, the Gambia, and Crony, what you need to know. This will be a condensed version of my ongoing investigation into Safemoon, the Gambia, the CIA/US involvement in Africa, China, and the CEO and his family. The CEO is John Crony. So let's do a quick history lesson. I know you guys don't like school, but this is very important information. So brief history of China's involvement in the Gambia and Africa. China/Gambia relationship established in 1966. Some sources have said 1974, but with a variety of trade-based projects being completed between then and 1995, when the Gambia established diplomatic relations with Taiwan. This made China cut relations with the Gambia. So diplomatic relations were reestablished in early 2017 by the new president of the Gambia, Adama Barrow. Since that time, China has established major inroads into the fishery and agriculture sectors of the Gambia. This is pretty much China's Mo when it comes to Africa. If you have been paying attention for the last little while, you would have noticed China is fingering their way into a large number of nations around the world offering help of this kind. Numerous protests by people of the Gambia due to large-scale pollution and local livelihood damage would appear to undercut China's statement that their fishery investments have brought jobs and helped the economic development of the Gambia. So right now, China and the Gambia are working together. But this would appear par from the course when it comes to China's involvement in other impoverished countries. China's development of the digital yuan is placing pressure on the crypto world, a crypto/digital currency with all but mandatory adoption of 1 billion people. You guys know that the population in China is massive. This would be a giant leap forward for the digital currency and for China. If it is not obvious by now, I am not a big fan of China. I think that their method of governing and managing their people, obviously, you guys know, the government is very controlling. It is a very, I guess, fishy country because a lot of the billionaires are part of the government, so there's a lot of manipulation going on for sure. But I do not think that they have good intentions around the world, and I definitely believe this myself. At the end of the day, people are greedy, they think about themselves first, and unfortunately that is human nature. Let's take a look at the timeline. So this is where it starts to get a little interesting. Wanting to counter the influence China was having in Africa, the US launched Prosper Africa with the goal of increased investments and trade access there. The US also backed the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement, AFCFTA, a trade agreement signed by 54 out of 55 African Union member states that has the goal of creating a single market with a single. So China wants to make the digital yuan the global currency, which is why they are pushing their own crypto currencies so much. And when did this get started? 2018, with trade commencing January 1st, 2021. Picture of the Safemoon CEO from 2018. There was a picture of him in Gambia. Here are some interesting points of the AFCFTA. So the general objectives of the agreements are to create a single market, deepening the economic integration of the continent, establish a liberalized market through multiple rounds of negotiations, aid the movement of capital and people, facilitating investment, move towards the establishment of a future continental customs union, achieve sustainable and inclusive socioeconomic development, gender equality and structural transformations within member states, enhance competitiveness of member states within Africa and in the global market, encourage industrial development through diversification and regional value chain development, agriculture development and food security, resolve challenges of multiple overlap memberships. So that is the AFCFTA. But moving on, Barajali Group, established in 2019, Chief Strategy Officer Jennifer Crony and Chief Data Officer John Crony. These are John Crony's parents. Barajali Group manages and supports foreign direct investment and long-term development in the Gambia, located along the coast of West Africa. Jennifer Crony also worked as finance and program directors for both nonprofits and for the US federal government. The timing is just as interesting to me. Do I believe the CIA has direct connection with Safemoon or is running behind the scenes. No, there is no hard evidence of this, but you guys have to take this in. Let's stick with what we know. CIA operates in the Gambia. CIA will help facilitate US interests in the Gambia and in all of Africa, pretty much part of their mission statement. It would appear Safemoon is going to play a central role in at least one country, monetary structures in Africa, potentially many more. Therefore, the CIA would logically have knowledge of Safemoon's dealings in the Gambia. It would also be logical to assume the CIA would potentially help Safe facilitate meetings and or open doors throughout the region if it directly helps US interests. China's involvement in the Gambia and other surrounding countries would mean that their people would also know of Safemoon and what is being worked on with the government of the Gambia. So this is very interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts on this. Is Safemoon and the CIA possibly working together? No hard evidence, of course, but this is not impossible. There is FUD going around regarding Safemoon and the team potentially running off with everyone's investment. As the team stated, they would immediately be doxxed and their social lives would end as they know them. This is true. John undoubtedly has a TSSCI clearance, so the government already knows way too much about him. The team's identity is known, and it would be difficult for that many people to run for very long without getting caught. There is also a lot of personal information already known and held by Safemoon adopters, information going well beyond names, dates and address, and parking tickets. So can Safemoon be a scam? 99% not. Obviously, no one can predict the future, but very unlikely that Safemoon is a scam, especially when they are making partnership deals with the Gambia. 106 billion tokens have been burnt, 148 billion have been reflected. Let's take a look and see what the whales are up to. So the whales have sold 26 billion Safemoon today. It looks like the top 14 whales have gained some more Safemoon, and the 19th biggest whale has sold 19.8 billion. Just before we start the technical analysis, I am going to ask you guys to like the video and to leave a comment. It really does help out with the YouTube channel and with the YouTube algorithm. So if you guys can do that, I really would appreciate it. But let's take a look at the charts and see what Safemoon is up to. We can see here it is extremely bullish. Price is below the 3 moving averages and the 2 white median lines. We can see here that price has fallen below the white median line and the red moving average. So we are looking very bearish. Let's take a look at the RSI. The RSI is below the 50 as well, so there is a lot of momentum towards the bears. But on the daily time frame, it is not looking too good for Safemoon. We might see Safemoon drop to this level of support once again. Let's take a look at the shorter term time frame and see what's going on. In the shorter term time frame, we are ranging. The moving averages are scrambled up together, but we are above the white median line, which is good to see. What we want to see from Safemoon is we want to see a break above the 3 moving averages and this very key level of resistance on the 4-hour time frame over here. So if price is able to break this level, we should expect Safemoon to continue to go up and possibly retest this very key level of resistance over here. Let's take a look and see what Bitcoin is doing. You guys know Bitcoin has a very big influence on the whole crypto space. Right now, it is not looking too good for Bitcoin as well. We have fallen below this very key level of support at around the 36,000 level. So I wouldn't be surprised if price does retest the 33,000 level once again, even possibly the 32,000 level. We do still have a buy arrow, so there is a possibility that we might see Bitcoin continuing to move up, but we did see a very key rejection of this trend line over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin starts to head back down once again. But that is it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts about Safemoon, and that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.